I hope the wind is not picking up too much, but welcome to SnakePrinceVlogs. I'm your host, Prince Elias, and it's been a minute since I vlogged. I miss y'all. For those who are new to the channel or haven't been following me on social media, I did injure myself. I'm gonna see if I can kick this up. As you can see, I got a boot. About a month ago, this wind is bad. Hope the mic is picking up well. But after a month, about a month ago, I fell down the steps of my house and ended up breaking a piece. Well, not completely breaking, but fracturing a bone in my ankle. So for like 4 months, I was in a not 4 months, gosh. Whew. Relax, Elias. Take your time when speaking. Let's try that again. 4 weeks, 4 weeks I was in a cast, and as of yesterday, no, day before yesterday, I went to the doctor for a checkup, and they upgraded me to a boot because my ankle's been healing well, but I still gotta stay off it, even with the boot, for a little while longer, which is why I'm sitting in this chair while vlogging. But it feels good outside today, despite the wind noise you might hear. It feels great. I think it's a high 60s, low 70s, but it feels immaculate. Like, I don't even know why I'm wearing a hoodie. I think I'm wearing a hoodie just for comfort because I don't need it. But anyways, it's been a while since I vlogged, so I want to give y'all a little update. I do have some new babies in the collection that some were a part of long-term payment plans that I've had, and some are from an auction that I participated in to benefit Stan, Sea of Serpents. So shout out to Stan. Unfortunately, his wife lost her battle to cancer, and so I think our RWO family and a bunch of other people in the reptile community came together, and we hosted like 3 different auctions. Celtic Balls did one, Holly from Texoma Exotics did one, and so we raised a lot of money to help, one, pay for medical expenses while Tiff was getting treatment, and also to help pay for funeral costs and cremation and stuff like that. So we love you, Stan. And I donated some Creative Reptiles merch into that auction. And I also won a couple of things and got some bangers for not a lot of money, like $50 here, $60 there. I even bid and won on an animal and paid the money, but gave the animal to someone who was bidding against me because they really wanted that animal, and I didn't need it, but I was bidding for the purpose of getting the money for Stan, raising the money for Stan. So, you know, it was just a beautiful, beautiful couple of events, and everybody came together as a community, as one, to support him and his kids. So we found beauty and love and camaraderie despite the tragic loss of Tiff. So rest in peace, Tiff. But let's get to it. Like I said, I won a couple of things, and of course, the animals couldn't be shipped out right away because of all the weather, but we finally got some good weather on both the breeders and my end. So I got a couple of my auction wins in, and then last weekend I went to a reptile show to get a rack because I wanted to get a sub-adult rack for my grow outs, my hatchlings, you know, my first clutch, and a couple other babies I invested in last year from Mutation Creation, my mentors, as well as Bond Projects, and a whole bunch of beautiful, beautiful animals, inky clouds. So They're still young, they're still little, but I wanted to get like a sub-adult rack for them for when they start getting big and chunky, and I can ship them over, as well as I still had enough space for a few of the auction animals. So anyways, I went to that show in Jackson, only going to get a rack, and ended up leaving with something, a banger, a fire banger that will go well with Powerline. Now Powerline, if you don't remember, he's my baby who was born with shark jaw, a very minor shark jaw, but shark jaw nonetheless. And he's good. He's slamming food. He's healthy. He's beautiful despite his physical deformity. But anyways, he's an orange dream, I believe, yellow belly. I can't remember everything that's in his genes, but he's a visual orange dream. And when I was going around the show just looking to see what was available, I'm not gonna lie, this reptile show is a lot smaller and wasn't a lot of good breeders there that I would recommend. I could probably recommend 3 that was there. One being my friend Ryan, who I got a Vici, my blood python, from. But he usually just carries the bigger snakes, like the retics, the bloods, the boas and stuff. So, and the berms. But as far as ball pythons go, there wasn't a lot of good looking, healthy, quality animals at that show. It was very cheap and trade show and lower end quality animals. But then I rolled, because I was on my knee scooter and my cast, I rolled past the table, and when I tell you, not only did his booth stand out, like the presentation, the banners and all that other jazz, tablecloths, the displays, but the animals themselves stood out. They looked the healthiest, the cleanest, they just shined. Even, you know, the hets and the single gene animals, they just shine and look great. You could tell that this breeder he works with quality versus quantity. That's all I'm gonna say. And he probably invested in some good shit when he started his company. But most of his tables were a mixture of pies, orange dreams, and GHIs. I fell in love with a couple of GHI combos, but none of them were in my budget. But I did slip and see something that was so beautiful that and at such a reasonable price that I could not leave without her. And again, these were the cleanest, nicest, healthiest, quality looking animals. Like, this animal looked like it probably came straight from Aussie Boys, honestly. And so I went ahead and said, give it to me, as well as this hat that I bought from him. And of course, he gave me a bag full of stickers and stuff. So let me, without further ado, this man is called, his company, I forgot his name. Sorry, charge it to my head, not my heart. But his company is called Red Onion Reptiles. And I did, the day I bought this animal, I did follow him on Instagram. So he is on Instagram. Look for this logo, Red Onion Reptiles. That dude has some amazing animals. Like I said, the best looking pies, the best looking GHI combos, the best looking orange dream combos, and a bunch of other stuff. But it was just amazing. And I could not leave. And he was such a good businessman. And it was a great transaction, and I do not regret getting this animal. But anyways, this animal I'm going to use to breed with Powerline to make super orange dreams. And then once I create the super orange dreams, I'm going to throw them into Project Dark mode. That's the goal. And also into Project Pied, because I have to go back in my records. I have a folder with all my reptiles and their history and everything and the breeders I got them from. But I have to go back in my folder and see. I believe Powerline is head clown, 100% head clown, or 100% head pie. So whichever head he is, I'm going to throw the super orange dream babies that I'm going to get from him and this new snake I got into that particular recessive project. So because he has, like, I think he's like a 2 or 3 gene animal with a het. And so, and I'm sure this new baby, I don't think she has any hets, but she's 2 gene combos and they're super dope. But anyways, the goal is to breed her with Powerline to make super orange dreams. That's what I want. And I also want super orange dreams to go into Project Dark mode, because to me, orange dreams and the dark genes like black pastel and blackhead, chef's kiss. So that's the goal. That's the goal. So let me go get this new snake and introduce to y'all. It's been about a week, so I will offer her food when I feed snakes tomorrow. She may take it or she may not, but when I bought her home last weekend, I did not handle her for a full week. I just made sure she had fresh water. So I'm going to handle her now. It's been a week, and so I want to introduce to y'all my new snake, YZMA. All right, I'm back, and this is YZMA, my orange dream Inchy. She might not show the head, but yeah, that's YZMA. She's my orange dream Inchy, and like I said, I'm gonna make super orange dreams with her in Powerline, and then throw those babies into Project Dark mode. That's the goal. And I'm going to use YZMA herself into Project Dark mode. Powerline isn't going to be the only male that go to her. I have some black pastel males combos that I'm going to throw to her as well. They just won't have any hets. Or they'll be pos hets depending on what male I throw to her. But these are all just personal projects of mine that I love. I don't give a damn about the market or what other breeders like or don't like, or whether, you know, other breeders only breed for triple and double and quad heads. That don't matter to me. But she is so beautiful. I love her. And as you can see, she looks real good for an orange dream. She looks amazing, and she has a good disposition. She's not really defensive or anything. Super dope, super beautiful, but I love her. So yeah, that's just a little intro of YZMA for Project Orange Dream or Super OD and Project Dark mode, and depending on what Powerline is, Project Clown or Project Pied. I can't remember his head at the moment, but we'll worry about that when the future holds. But she's pretty good. If she eats well with me and stay eating well, not being force fed, I don't believe in power feeding, but if she's on a good consistent food level, feeding regimen, she could grow enough to be ready to breed next fall, 2025, if not 2026, because she's pretty good big right now. So we'll see. But anyways, that was just a little intro. Sorry for the lack of videos, but I will get better. Oop, my bad. I'm sorry, I scared her. I will get better at posting more, because I got a lot of new snakes. I got a lot of updates, upgrades. So we are going to continue on making these videos, and then yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just going to be more consistent in making videos, as well as my second channel, Shed Yourself Vlogs. If you haven't been watching that, please go check that vlog out. I give you updates on my broken ankle, my fitness journey, as well as my transition journey. And then it's pretty much my health, fitness, and mental well diary, video diary. But follow that if you want to get to know me in that way, and help follow along my weight loss journey and everything. But for the reptiles, continue to watch for the Snake Prince vlogs, as well as Snake Cinema podcast, please. I do have a podcast. I've been consistent with it and I love doing it. It's every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time. Sometimes depending on how my weekends are, I might do 10 a.m. or whatever, but it's consistently 9 a.m. Central Time every Saturday morning on this channel, Creative Reptiles. It's Snake Cinema podcast, and what makes me stand out compared to other reptile podcasts, I review movies and TV shows and talk pop culture and music and things like that. And sometimes I talk snakes, sometimes I don't, but that's the gist of it because I'm a creative. I like to create things. I like photography. I like the arts. I like filmmaking and the behind the scenes and things like that. So that's what my podcast cover, and that's why I'm not your typical reptile podcast, because I rarely discuss the reptiles except for when I'm giving y'all updates on what I'm doing as a company and a breeder. But anyways, yeah, continue to follow my journey, watch the podcast, watch Snake Prince Vlogs, and watch Shed Yourself Vlogs on my second channel. But that's it, y'all. I'm your host, Prince Elias. This is YZMA, and we are out. Peace.